Keyboard. So this is of course very important because in computer workstation those are tools that are very frequently used and very intensively used. So how to set up the keyboard? When setting up the keyboard, this general guidelines apply. Position the keyboard straight in front of the user to avoid twisting the neck or body. Use keyboard without numeric keypad to reduce the width of the keyboard. This allows the mouse to be positioned close to the body. Adjust the angle and height of the keyboard by folding or unfolding the small legs under the keyboard. Forearm support. To have forearm support, position the keyboard and mouse away from the front edge of the desk. The majority of the forearm is supported on the desk with the fingers sitting comfortably on the middle row of the case. If sitting at scallop desks, the keyboard and mouse can be closer to the edge of the desk, as the forearms can be supported by the desk shaping around the body. Yes. There are different ways how the typists are typing. Yes. So floating type is traditional keying style. Typically touch twists who keep the keyboard low so they can hover over the case without lifting the shoulders or wiggling the arms. Keying with forearm support. Prefer forearms resting on the work surface or armrest to reduce the strain and fatigue on the neck, shoulder and arm. Commonly used for non-touch typists. Compare with those without touch typing skills. People with these skills tend to have improved postures of their neck, wrist and fingers, reduce efforts for wrists, hands and fingers when using keyboard, less time spent in the awkward positions. Adjust the keyboard surface up so that the wrists are straight when the fingers are on the middle row case. Raise or lower the chair until the wrists are straight while touching the middle row of the case. Ensure that the work surface is just below the elbows. Forearms are parallel to the floor and the elbows are at rest. There are also some alternative keyboards. Yes, so for example, split the angled and angled keyboards, keyboards with alternative key arrangements, keyboards without numeric keypads. Before replacing keyboards, first identify and assess all problems at the workstation. Yes, the keyboards only needs to be replaced if there is some identified problem. Depending on the issue, alternative cables can help reduce discomfort. If possible, they should be tried before the purchase. The mouse and other pointing devices. Yes, so tips when using a mouse or other pointing device such as trackpads, stylus, tablets, trackballs. Keep the device at the same height and close to the keyboard as possible. Ensure the mouse fits comfortably in the hand to minimize any undue pressure on the wrist and forearm. Consider operating the device with non-dominant hand. Change this operating preference on the computer settings. Set the tracking speed of the pointer to suit the user, the task, and the number of pointers used. So, have enough space and flat, smooth surface so the wrist can be kept straight. Take hands off the keyboard and mouse when not in use. This assists reducing muscle fatigue from hovering over the equipment. Take breaks for the computer to do other jobs that don't involve using pointing devices. Use keyboard shortcuts to decrease use of the device. Yes? So generally it's a good idea. If the device is used for long periods, move the device toward the center of the desk and temporarily reposition the keyboard. And a couple words about laptop computers. Generally, they are designed for short-term or mobile use. They are very convenient but can challenge good working postures. When using a laptop for significant period or when being used as a desktop replacement, use separate components. Yes, so full-size peripherals that allow the better posture and can be independently adjusted. Components include docking station, external monitors, external keyboards and mouse, and laptop stands. Yes, I suppose it's quite easy. Thank you.